Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mr. Case here with the Day 12 work for 4th grade for the reading, writing, and English and the NTI packets. So all we have today is we got one quick reading to go through, which I will read. And all we have after that, you have 4 multiple choice questions and 2 discussion questions to do. So with that being said, let's get into the reading. This is the Lazy Anansi. This is by Giannia Folktale. If I mispronounced that, I'm sorry. Alright. There was a spider called Anansi. Anansi was too lazy to cook his own food. Instead, he used to visit his friends and eat the delicious food they had cooked. One day, Anansi was passing Rabbit's house when he smelled green vegetables cooking. He was very excited. Rabbit said to Anansi, "They're not quite ready yet. You can help me to wash up while we wait." Anansi replied, "Sorry, I have things to do. I'll come back later." "How will I call you when they're ready?" asked Rabbit. Anansi thought for a minute. "I'll spin a web," he said. "I'll tie one end around my leg and one end to your pot. When the greens are ready, pull on the string. I'll come right away." So Anansi tied the web to the pot and walked on. Anansi saw a monkey and his wife cooking beans in a large pot. "Come and join us. The beans are nearly ready," Monkey said. Anansi replied, "Sorry, I have things to do. Let me tie one end of this web around my leg and one end to your pot. When the beans are ready, pull on the web string and I'll come." As Anansi walked by Warthog's house, he smelled sweet potatoes. Warthog told Anansi, "My pot is full of sweet potatoes and honey. Come and share my food with me. Take this fork and help me to stir it." Anansi replied, "I'll come back later. Let me tie one end of this web around my leg and one end to your pot. When the sweet potatoes are ready, pull on the web string and I'll come." By the time Anansi arrived at the river, each of his 8 legs was tied to a pot of delicious food. Then Anansi felt a pull on one of his legs. "Rabbit's food is ready," Anansi thought, licking his lips. He felt a second pull, and a third, and a 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th pull. Everyone was pulling on the web strings at the same time. "Stop! Stop!" he cried in pain as his legs were stretched thinner and thinner. But no one could hear him. Finally, the web strings could hold no longer. They snapped one by one. Anansi rolled into the river to soothe his painful legs. But his legs would not return to their normal shape. Anansi was too embarrassed to go to any of his friends that day. Alright, that's our reading for today. So let's go through the questions real quick. So number 1 says part A, what is the main theme of the fable? Because what we just read, that is called a fable. It says A, people who are lazy don't get the benefit from others' hard work. B, sometimes people take advantage of the kindness of their friends. C, sharing food with others is a good way to show that you care. Or D, people are less likely to share with you if you don't help them in some way. 2, which detail from the text best supports the answer to part A, or question number 1? A, I'll tie one end around my leg and one end to your pot. When the greens are ready, pull on the web string. I'll come right away. B, by the time Anansi arrived at the river, each of his 8 legs was tied to a pot of delicious food. Then Anansi felt a pull on one of his legs. C, and the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th pull, everyone was pulling on the web strings at the same time. Or D, but his legs would not return to their normal shape. Anansi was too embarrassed to go to any of his friends that day. So let's go to question number 3. Which is the best summary of the fable? A, spiders' friends work together to punish their lazy friend who never helps them. B, a spider's legs are stretched out when he's too lazy to help his friends prepare food. C, A spider doesn't know how to cook for himself, but his friends are there to help him out. Or D. A spider is embarrassed when all of his friends invite him to dinner at once. And then number 4. How does paragraph 8 provide a conclusion for the fable? Now, if you look at the reading, I labeled where paragraph 8 is, so it should be easy to find if you need to go back and reread it. So how does paragraph 8 provide a conclusion for the fable? A. It reveals that Anansi's friends never planned to let him eat their food without working. B. It shows how Anansi suffers consequences for not helping his friends prepare their food. C. It stresses how important it is for Anansi to learn how to make or catch his own food. Or D. It shows how Anansi is to blame for why all spiders are ugly. So that's our 4 multiple choice questions for that. Then you'll have 2 discussion questions. So one says, the first one, or let me read the directions. Directions. Brainstorm your answers to the following questions in the space provided. Be prepared to share your original ideas in a class discussion. Obviously you won't be sharing those in class discussion, but just go ahead and write your answers down there. Remember, a lot of these are opinionated, so there's no right or wrong answer. 1. In the story, Anansi doesn't help his friends prepare food and ends up not getting to eat with them. Describe a time when you helped someone else and was rewarded for your actions. 2. In the story, Anansi doesn't want to help his friends cook. Why is it important to help others? What do you think Anansi learned after having his legs stretched out? Describe a time when you learned an important lesson. Alright, that will be it. That's all the work for English, language arts, and reading for day 12. If you found that helpful, if you got any questions, please either shoot me a text, email, or give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help. But hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.